What's up?
What's up guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I want to talk about MK11 and all its trash game mechanics. Not one particular character, I mean each character has little issues, every character has their own little hitbox issue, but I want to talk about some of the core mechanics that are in this game and why they are just so wrong, should not be how they are, and my solution and how to fix it. So of course I'm referring to the Fatal Blow system, the Breakaway system, and partially the Wake Up system, but mainly be focusing on forward roll. Because I don't have an issue with the other parts of the Wake Up system. Back roll's fine, get up, up 3, get up 2, that's all fine. The possibility of wake up jump, wake up buttons, that's all fine. But the forward roll is just what's too much and really shouldn't even be in this game. But before we get started, I really appreciate it if you guys like the video, if you like it, and make sure to subscribe if you like my content, and let me know what kind of content you want to know for MK11. I know right now the game is a little bit stale. The new content, Aftermath just came out, but it's really, it's just a story. The story is one shot done. Okay, it was a good story. The 3 new characters. I mean, the only really cool one is Fujin that most people like. So there's not a lot going on in this game. So let me know what kind of videos you want me to make, because I want to make videos that my audience wants to see. So anyway, back to the video. First thing I want to cover is the Fatal Blow system. Some Fatal Blows in this game are fine, like Sub-Zero's is fine, it's a regular, slow Fatal Blow, no big deal. But Fatal Blows like Liu Kang, Geras, Frost, Aaron Black, those things, they're just ridiculous. They are absolute neutral breakers, so as soon as the opponent gets those Fatal Blows, you're pretty scared, even though you may have the life lead. Let's say the Sub-Zero player here, let's say he has a 50% health, and then the Liu Kang has 30% health. Even though the Sub-Zero player has a life lead, he actually is at a disadvantage. Like Liu Kang can get a 1 combo Fatal Blow kill on Sub-Zero, even if he has 50% health. And the Sub-Zero player has to be scared and neutral, because at any moment Liu Kang could just go BAM! And if you notice the startup, it starts up in 16 frames. Nobody is reacting to 16 frames, and that's the problem with a lot of these Fatal Blows. They are completely unreactable. Unreactable neutral breakers that do anywhere from 31 to 34% damage to you. That is just ridiculous. Something like that should not be in a fighting game. Even if you can only use it once, that doesn't make any sense. Like, most fighting games, if you notice how their supers work, there's always a startup animation. You go to Street Fighter, Grand Blue, and even Injustice as well. There's always a startup animation that you see prior to the super or whatever coming out. So it gives you time to react to it. Now, if you press something, fine, you get hit. You were pressing something, but it shouldn't just be you're walking back and forth in neutral and all of a sudden the Liu Kang player just shoots out the Fatal Blow and you get hit. It doesn't make any sense. It's a total neutral breaker. But let's say, if I was going in with buttons and then he decides to Fatal Blow at that moment to whiff punish me or something, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with the startup being that quick, but there has to be like a little cinematic animation for the super, like almost every fighting game has. So if you don't press anything, you can punish it, because it's an unsafe thing, because it should be a big risk to throw it out. Right now as it is, Fatal Blows are not that big of a risk, especially some other characters like Geras and whatnot. And hell, Aaron Black and freaking Frost, they can throw it out from full screen, and you're not going to punish them from full screen. Very few characters can, which is not how it should be. If you throw out a Fatal Blow, it should be a guaranteed punish every time if the opponent blocks it. But that's not the only issue. The other issue with this Fatal Blows is the pushback. Like, I'm going to do it right in front of Sub-Zero's face. Look at that pushback. It's only minus 20. I mean, Sub-Zero can punish it. Most characters can punish it. But why does this have so much pushback? Fatal Blows on block should be extremely easy to punish. This should be like minus 30 right in his face. I should not have any pushback. Kind of like how Kung Lao's is. Kung Lao has one of the better Fatal Blows and how it's designed, I should say. Because at least it leaves you right in their face, as it should be. And like another example, if you're Geras, you can do Fatal Blow from this range when you're Geras, and it has pushback, even though the Fatal Blow animation is sucking you in, and when you get hit by it, it sucks you in and he does the combo. it doesn't suck you in on block, it pushes you even further back, so basically you're not going to punish it. When you do a fatal blow, which is a move that does 31 to 34% damage, it should be a big risk, but as it is now, it is not a risk. So I would fix it in two ways. First things first, it has to cost 2 offensive bars at the very least. It has to cost something. They can't just throw it out there for free. If you're going to keep it like it is, to where it's pretty much unreactable and a neutral breaker. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention, you can do it off like staggers and stuff. Like for example, Liu Kang already has like a mix up with this, whether he throws the fireball, does the parry, or whatever. So now the mix-up is he going to do a freaking fatal blow and make a huge comeback? So that makes this garbage stagger of -7 a legitimate stagger, because you have a freaking fatal blow that you're scared of, and if you mess up, you're going to get hit by the fatal blow and potentially lose the freaking game. That crap is just stupid to me. But this is how I would fix fatal blows. Like I said, make it cost 2 offensive bars, so at least it costs something. So if it breaks neutral, fine, at least it costs something. And if it's blocked and you lose the round because of it, then the next round you have no offensive bar, and at least it's some kind of punishment. You guys should watch Tom Brady's video on this. He mentioned, because Tweety and Kombat made some tweets about the fatal blow system and the breakaway system, and Tom Brady made it pretty good. I think it was like a 40-some minute video, and I agree with pretty much everything he was saying. And this is one thing he mentioned as well, and I agree with, about fatal blows costing meter, because if it's blocked and you get punished for it and you lose, because most characters can do a 30% punish combo on you pretty easily, so if they block your fatal blow, chances are, well, if you do the fatal blow at a range which they can punish it, chances are you will die. So at least in the next round you won't have offensive meter, and it actually is a little bit of a risk to throw it out. So that's one thing they can do. Another thing, like I said, they gotta make the fatal blow have some kind of startup animation. Now I know NRS is not gonna do that, because guess what? That takes work, and they don't like to work, but that's how they should do it, so you can actually react to it every single time, so it's not an unreactable thing, but it still works the same way. For example, like if fighting against an Aaron Black, you throw a projectile, he can activate his fatal blow. Even though it has the startup animation, it doesn't change how fast it comes out. That's how it works in other fighting games. So if you throw a projectile, he does the fatal blow, it has a startup animation, it's still gonna punish the projectile anyway. It's just not gonna come out instantaneously. It's not unreactable neutral breaker. So it still works as intended, but it's not a complete neutral breaker. And speaking on Aaron Black, they can make his fatal blow back to the speed it was before, but just add this animation and it won't be a problem like it was before. And the last thing, just take away the pushback. No pushback, please. All fatal blows need to be at least like -30 in your face. Especially like Gears' fatal blow, when it sucks you in, it should actually suck you in real close and be hella minus and be punishable. Fatal blows need to always be punishable. That's my stance on it. That's how it should be, because it should be a big risk throughout. Alright, so now I want to talk about the breakaway system. The breakaway system in MK11 is just bad, poorly designed. It does not work properly. The reason I say that is, there is so many characters that if you do your BNB combo and the opponent breaks away at the right time, you're going to get punished. And one big culprit of that is Sub-Zero. So let me show you an example of what happens if you were Sub-Zero, you just try to do your BNB and you break away at the right timing. So I'm having Sub-Zero do this combo. I'll let you see what the combo is. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, so I'm gonna break away as soon as Sub-Zero does the back one. This is what happens. So you see, Sub-Zero went for his BNB combo and he got full combo punished. Isn't that something stupid? So that means Sub-Zero has to, like, off a jump kick, he has to be scared to do his combo. He has to do like something like that, or like you can't do your BNB combos. You have to be scared of what combos to do. You can sometimes lose out on a lot of damage. Because what if the opponent does not break away and then you do like a little combo ending an uppercut, or maybe you expect them to break away, you're waiting for them to break so you know you can get your pressure because they have no defensive meter, and then they don't break away, then they have all the wake up options. It just doesn't make sense. Like the way it was before, like at MK9, I didn't play MKX, I'm assuming it was the same as MK9, but MK9, if you had 2 bars of meter, you can break away, it just hits the opponent off you, resets neutral, and that was it. But the way it is now, you have to be scared to do your combos, because in certain situations, you can get completely punished for just doing your B and B combo, and that really doesn't make any sense. And the breakaway system is really unbalanced from character to character. Like some characters like Upgraded Jackie or Cassie Cade's Yas Queen and a lot of other characters, they have tons of unbreakable combos. So they don't even have to worry about the breakaway system, while all these other characters like Sub-Zero, Scorpion or whatever, they have to deal with it, they have to worry about their combos and whatnot. And they tried to remedy this by adding armor breakers, but first of all, they didn't add armor breakers to every single variation. Armor breakers should be a universal move. To be honest, armor breakers, it should be down too. Every character's armor breaker, it should be down too, and if they decide to break, it should launch them for a relaunch. That's how the armor break system should work. But they decided to make characters like Sonya have a garbage armor break, Sub-Zero have a garbage armor break, while characters like Geras have an amazing one, Cabal has an amazing one. It doesn't make any sense. If it's supposed to be a universal mechanic, let it be a universal mechanic, not some characters have a good armor break, some variations have an armor break, and others don't. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So the armor break system really only helped a few characters. Most characters like Sub-Zero and Scorpion are left in the dust. So I would say to fix this, the easiest way, just make breakaways the way they were before, or at the very least, when you break out of a combo, you have to stay on the ground a lot longer. So it can't be like situations like I just showed you what happens to Sub-Zero, they can get up and punish you. Make it so when you break away, you're literally on the ground for like an extra, I don't know, 30, 60 frames, something like that. It may slow down the game a little bit, but it would at least prevent you from getting punished from just doing your B&B combos, because that's not right. You shouldn't get punished because the opponent breaks away. The opponent made a mistake and you got him in a combo. You won that battle in neutral, and then they just break away and then combo you? That doesn't make any sense. And also, they gotta change the button for armor break. The armor break is down and block. So many times, for example, you get hit by a projectile that can knock you down. You try to block, but you block too late. And of course, you're holding down and block, right? And then you accidentally break away in the middle of neutral full screen. It should be L2 or something like that. It should be a different button. It should not be the block button. But yeah, that's how I would fix that. Alright, and the last thing I want to talk about is the forward roll. The forward roll mechanic, it's just so freaking bad. It makes you scared to pressure the opponent. Because if you pressure the opponent in the wrong way and they forward roll, you will die, as I will show you right now. So as a Liu Kang player, I got him in neutral. I got him with a sweep. All I wanted to do was to pressure with my mid. But because I pressured with my mid, this man decided the forward roll, which only cost one defensive bar. Hear me, one defensive bar, basically nothing, that recovers extremely quick. I get full combo punished, and now I'm in Sub-Zero's 50-50 mix because he forward rolled after I knocked him down. After I won in neutral, he forward rolled, punished my pressure attempt, and then now I am the one getting mixed. Does that seem fair to you? Because it doesn't seem fair to me. And that leads to all the problems, because the wake up 3 is not so bad, because maybe you're like, I don't care about the wake up 3, you know, I'll take the damage, whatever. And then if the Sub-Zero guesses right, wakes up 3, you get hit, you don't really get knocked down, there's not that much damage, but at least he can start his pressure, so that's pretty fair. And I was debating with myself thinking, okay, should all wake up 3s be punishable? Well, I don't think they should all be punishable outright. I think they should be punishable on flawless block. But some characters like Scorpion, they're up 3, even if you flawless block it, it's only -7, which is not punishable by any combo starting attacks. That's the only thing I would change there, but besides that, up 3s are fine, up 2s are fine if you predict the jump. I think they should be universally better because some are kind of bad for stopping jumps, but anyway, that's fine. Back roll's fine because you can kind of OS back roll, so let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to have him back roll, you can do something like this and punish a back roll at the same time. Kind of a little bit of an OS you can do, so back roll is not so bad. And then of course the character can still wake up jump, wake up buttons if you're trying to respect the up 3. But overall, it's not that bad. What makes it bad is the forward roll, because that's what makes you scared of the pressure. Because think of it this way, right? Let's say the forward roll did not exist and you decided to go for your mid pressure. The worst that can happen to you is they back roll and get away from you, or they hit you with their up 3 and then it's their turn. Overall, that's not so bad. It's better than them forward rolling and getting a full combo on you. So they gotta fix that. They have to take it away, or at the very least make it cost offensive and defensive meter, because it is an offensive attack and it needs to cost a little bit more than it does. And because of this rolling mechanic, it just makes it so instead of pressuring, you tend to back off, because you want to back off and punish the forward roll, because you can punish it on recovery, and it's very important to know how to do that in this game. So you tend to back off. Or something that Tom Brady mentioned, what they say to do, you just pressure with down one, and then if they do a forward roll, you can generally option select and punish it. But then if you start pressuring with down one, what kind of pressure is down one? You pressure with a move that's like -3, -4, depending on your character, and you lose your turn. That doesn't make any sense. So you can either have to just stagger one mid or just back off. It really limits the pressure you can do, and it puts so much advantage on the person that's knocked down. The person that's knocked down should have ways to fight back, but they should have to guess more than you do. But as the person that knocked the opponent down, you gotta guess more than the opponent that's on the freaking floor. If you guess wrong, you can die. So you're scared. You're scared when the opponent's knocked down. You shouldn't be scared when the opponent's knocked down. You should be like, okay, now it's my time to kill him. Not be like, oh my gosh, if I mess up my pressure, he's gonna wake up, jump. I try to go for my mid and he forward rolls, I'm gonna get punished. Oh my gosh. It's too much. It's just too much. Forward roll, I would just take it out of the game completely. But if it's going to stay in the game, they have to make it cost more meter. Well guys, so that's about it. These mechanics are really annoying to deal with. They're honestly very scrubby in this game, and they better not return in the next MK game. Like Fatal Blows, they should find a way to make it reactable, which like I said, they should make it have a startup animation, should be way more punishable, shouldn't be like neutral breaking crap that they are right now. Breakaways need to go back how they were in older MKs, or honestly just completely removed from the game, because the mechanic is just really bad. And if they were going to make armor breakers, they should have made it universal, like down 2 or something. But the way they are, some characters got good ones, some characters got bad ones. And then with the freaking forward roll should completely be taken out of the game entirely, or at least cause offensive and defensive meter, because the way it is now, it's not good. I don't like it. So anyway guys, that's about it for the video today. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Make sure to comment in the description below any kind of videos you guys want to see. And I'll see you guys next time.